Are investors actually buying up all the homes out there? Are you trying to buy a home, but you feel like you are up against those deep-pocketed Wall Street investors that are just snatching up everything in sight? Many people believe that mega investors are driving up prices and buying up all the homes for sale, and that is what's making it hard for regular buyers like you to compete. But here's the truth. Investor purchases are actually on the decline, and the big players aren't nearly as active as you might think. Let's dive into the facts and put this myth to rest. Most investors are small, not mega investors. A common misconception is that massive institutional investors are dominating the market. In reality, that is not the case. The Mortgage Reports explains it this way, that on average, small investors account for around 18% of the market, while mega investors represent only about 1%. Most real estate investors are mom and pop investors who own just a few properties and not large corporations buying up entire neighborhoods. They are people like your neighbors who have another home they are renting out or a vacation getaway. And in fact, investor home purchases are dropping. What's about the big investors you hear about in the news? Lately, those institutional investors, the ones that make the headlines, have actually pulled back and aren't buying as many homes. According to John Burns Research and Consulting, at their all-time peak, Q2 of 2022, institutional investors, or those owning 1,000 or more single-family homes, only made up 2.4% of home sales. And that number has only come down since then. And by Q3 2024, that number had fallen to just 0.3%. And that is a major shift, and it means far fewer investors are competing in the market now than just a few years ago. Investors are clearly more reluctant to buy in today's market, but why? The answer is largely because higher mortgage rates and home prices have made it less attractive for them. The idea that Wall Street investors are buying up all the homes and making it impossible for you to compete is a myth. While some investors are still in the market, they are not nearly as active as they were in the past few years. The bottom line here is big institutional investors aren't buying up all the homes. If anything, they are buying less than they have been. So we should connect and talk about what's happening in our local market. There could be more opportunities than you think. How does knowing that investors are buying fewer properties change the way you see your chances in today's market? And did you know that I work with investors, and all of my investors are small business owners who have found that their hands are best used in fixing up homes and making them move-in ready, renovated, and beautiful for people like you. I know that there are corporate investors out there. However, the amount of transactions I'm seeing with them has fallen significantly since the pandemic era ended. Keep an eye out for those beautifully renovated homes that my investors will be getting listed on the market. And for next time, I am your real estate specialist, David Hittle with United Real Estate Louisville, and I am here to help you find your next home or sell your current home. Let's get started today. Call or text me at 502-489-1135. Have an amazing day.